Hey guys! I'm Sophie.
And I'm Ellie. And today we're going to show you the 11 steps to archery success.
But before we start with real bows, to practice and perfect our form and technique, it's helpful to use a tied piece of string, customized to your own arm length.
Once you have your string tied, we can show you how to find your dominant eye. To find your dominant eye, you need to point at an object you choose, then close each eye. Whatever eye keeps your finger in the same place is your dominant eye. Now that we know our dominant eye, then we can start learning the 11 steps to archery success. Step 1 is your stance. Proper stance is a critical aspect to all successful archers. For your stance, start with your feet shoulder width apart facing sideways with your dominant eye in the back. Then move your foot opposite to your dominant eye back to your heel and turn that foot roughly 45 degrees. Now you have your perfect stance to achieve your full potential in archery. Keeping your stance, step 2, we nock the arrow that's going to go in our bow. Ensure you always have an arrow in your bow when shooting. If not, it really damages the bow, which is something we call dry firing. To continue, grabbing our bow in our quiver, it's really beneficial for the arrow to last longer by grabbing it below the fletching to make sure we don't damage it with our thumbs pointing down. Then, up and over the bow, we attach the arrow to the string just above this knob-looking thing we call a nocking point, which should make a click sound. Click! Then, put your arrow on our arrow rest, this thing to balance our bow when falling. Then, our arrow is nocked. When our arrow is nocked, you can start the third set, draw hand set. To get a proper draw hand set, you start by taking your hand the same side as your dominant eye, so your draw hand, index, middle, and ring finger together, and bend accordingly to form a straight line with the top creases of your fingers. Our next step is bow hand set, which is important to minimize torque, which is uneven or too tight of a grip. Also enhancing accuracy by ensuring your arrow launches smoothly and promoting safety by preventing an unstable grip and unpredictable string. So this step is to make certain we have a light and relaxed grip. To continue, the following step is pre-draw, which is when we are now getting ready to shoot. With our bow and draw hand set, we raise the bow till our arm is in line with your shoulder, making sure you have a straight arm holding your bow and your draw arm is holding the string, yet not pulling back, so it should be slightly bent. Once our pre-draw is looking good, we move on to these next two steps that go hand in hand. First, we do our draw, pulling the string backwards, keeping our bow arm straight, which should mean that your elbow on your draw arm is now behind your head, and it should be quite bent. And we can stop at what we call our anchor, which is the corner of our mouths to blend the two steps together. Then we can do our best to accurately aim at our target, keeping both eyes open and focused on the part of the target we're trying to hit, usually the bullseye. Shot setup is the next step to achieve archery success. Shot setup is a step to improve the accuracy of your shot, that much more by concentrating, adjusting your back muscle, and pull back your elbow so it ends almost directly behind you. Then the step we've worked so hard for is finally here. Now we can release the string, with a quick straightening of our fingers, thus launching the arrow towards our target. To finish off our 11 steps of archery success, we follow through our shot to increase accuracy, just like we do in every sport. Basketball, volleyball, pickleball, no matter what. To follow through, we have our thumb pointing towards our shoulder in a swift motion. A good idea would be to repeat our release once or twice again with our follow through. Then, lastly, we can reflect on our shot, what went well, what didn't go well, and what can we do to fix it. Although we don't use this step as much with our string, it's a very useful step when we eventually move on to real bows.